have no words. Once again, the Grizzlies have left me speechless, and I can't describe what to say. I'm being honest with y'all. The Grizzlies are 4-11, and they just lost a game where they scored 14 points in the fourth quarter and still had a very good chance of winning this game. With 3 minutes left, I'm going to describe every single thing that happened in this game. But before I do that, make sure to like and subscribe to the video because every day I lose my sanity watching this team. All right, let's break it down. 3 minutes left in the game. 3 minutes left in the game. Cedric Coward hits a very big three-pointer to put the Grizzlies up 101 to 100. That was at the 3:13 mark. And then Spurs called timeout. Coming out of the timeout, Harrison Barnes driving hook. Harrison Barnes, another bucket. Harrison Barnes, another three. Harrison Barnes in 2025 went on a 7-0 scoring run in the clutch. Fast forward. Keldon Johnson, floater. And then De'Aaron Fox, windmill dunk off a turnover. I don't know what to say at this point. 14 points, y'all. I really don't know what to say. I really can't find the words. This is right after the game. Y'all are seeing this in the next morning. This is right after the game. I'm going to read the entire box score to y'all. And you tell me how the Grizzlies lost this game. The Grizzlies shot 42. They shot 40% from the field. Not good, but not bad either. 12 of 39 from three. All right. Not bad. 5 of 9 from free throws. The Grizzlies did not get to the free throw line this game. 14 turnovers. You don't have a main ball handler. Understandable. It is what it is. 30 assists. Not bad. And then we get to the I almost said something. We get to the rebounds. The Grizzlies won the rebound battle by plus 21. 59 rebounds to 38. 21 of them were offensive rebounds. The Spurs only had 4. The Grizzlies had 22 second chance points. I want to put this into perspective for y'all. 21 offensive rebounds and 22 second chance points. In hindsight, it's not bad, but it's also not good either. All right, let's just. Oh boy, I am. Words can describe how I'm feeling right now. Oh, and Jaren, I don't know what that fourth quarter was. I genuinely don't know. 0 for 6. Just cardio. Genuinely, I'm looking at this right now, and it's cardio. He played 8 minutes in the fourth. So we can't talk about the rotations. Granted, yes, I will talk about the rotations. In the going into the fourth, this is a close game, keep in mind. This is a close game. Oh my God, I am really struggling with my words today. This is a close game. And I kid y'all not, this was the lineup. After 5, we got to the point where it was 5 minutes left in the game. Do you want to know the lineup that was in before he really locked in, before Isolo really decided to put people in? 5 minutes left in the game. The lineup was Conchar, Jock Landale, KCP, and Cam Spencer, and I believe Santi Aldama. That's not a winning lineup at any point in the game. That's not a win. That's a lineup you put in there at that point in the fourth quarter. You only put that in there unless the game is out of reach. That game was not out of reach. This game was close the entire way. Literally, the entire way this game was close. And I was just looking at the box score. Jock Landale, was getting cooked defensively. Um, Jaron, I don't even want to discuss you because you played. He played solid for 3 quarters. He played pretty good for those 3 quarters. And then that fourth quarter happened, and it just negated all of that. Cam Spencer actually played pretty decent. I'm gonna get into his game later. Because outside of the box score, he actually played pretty good. Sati, 10.6 rebounds. He's not playing bad, but he's not playing like the guy that got this money in the offseason, if I'm being honest. And then defensively, just continues to get beat off the dribble. Jalen Wells started off pretty good and then kind of drizzled down towards the later part of the game. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, not talking about him. Conchar played 14 minutes, but I mean, what do you want me to say? Zach Edey in 25 minutes did get 8 points, 11 rebounds, and his impact once again showed greatly because, like we said, the rebounding battle. You looking at a box score like that, you think Zach Edey probably got like 20. But no, he only got 11, and he played pretty good. Obviously, still some things to work on when it comes to the post, but he played pretty good for the time that he did. Obviously, wish he would have played more considering he only played 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. Yeah. And then Cedric Howard, once again, great game. He shot 7 to 15 for the field, 5 and 7 for 3. I got to be honest, even in preseason, I didn't think Cedric Howard would be this like adamant as a 3-point shooter, but he's playing really good as a shooter. So I can't really give him nothing. I can't really give him anything right there. He played pretty good. 11 rebounds, 19 points. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like I said, Cam Spencer played pretty good. Cam Spencer had 15 points in 24 minutes. He shot 6 to 10, 3 to 7 for 3. I like the confidence that he had throughout this game. I just really did. The only thing with Cam Spencer is he provided a lot of effort out on the court. And now it's essentially going to waste. Because I looked at, while Cam Spencer was on the floor, I didn't see too much defensively from other guys. And that kind of hurt me because he genuinely did what he could. I mean, my guy, there was one play where I think it was Kelly Olynyk was going after a loose ball. It was clearly finna go out of bounds. But you want to know what Cam Spencer did? He chased after the ball. He put everything on the line to try and get that ball. And he almost got it. You would think after a play like that, the Grizzlies would be fired up. They weren't. So if you look at the box score and see Cam Spencer had a negative plus minus, it's because of the others. The others on the court just weren't doing their job defensively. And that was the story of this game. Just not being able to do what you can defensively. Vince Williams, though, for him to go into that role of being the starting point guard, I really have no complaints with him. I really don't. He played good defensively. Even then, had some. I wish he did shoot the ball a little better, but he made the shots when it mattered the most. He had a pretty decent second half. 10 second half points. Trying to look at here. Yeah, he shot pretty good from the field in that second half. Distributed the ball well. I think 7 assists in that second half compared to 2 in the first half. He did his thing. I mean, all around. Vince Williams, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Being real, you can't ask better from a guy who doesn't really his point guard isn't even his natural position, but he's playing it, and he did pretty good. Obviously, you can't control what. Like, I'm sorry, we got to call a spade a spade. If De'Aaron Fox had kept doing what he did in that fourth quarter, because De'Aaron Fox from that third and fourth quarter was essentially taking over the game. He was taking over the game 100%. He had 16 in the third quarter. Finished with 22 in the second half alone. But that Harrison Barnes, keep in mind, and I'm going to say this, Harrison Barnes played every minute of the fourth quarter. Harrison Barnes in 2025 played every minute of the fourth quarter. And this is where we got to call a spade a spade. What's next with this team? What's actually next? Because different codes, same results. Honestly. Like, I get it. Had we lost the game in any different fashion, I would have been like, hey, you don't have a primary ball handler. And they made that clear throughout the broadcast. The Grizzlies don't have a primary ball handler, not even when they can come off the bench. All the point guards are hurt. But to lose like that, and majority of the blame will go to Thomas Isolo. I'm sorry. This is the second game in a row the Grizzlies have blown a lead in the fourth quarter because of horrible, and I mean horrible, fourth quarter rotations. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Those are horrible fourth quarter rotations, and I'm tired of defending it. I cannot defend that anymore. Because what I saw genuinely was asinine. And it, oh boy, that was frustrating. That was frustrating. That was frustrating, and it didn't do anybody justice. None of the fans, the fans did not deserve to see that. An 11-0 run with 2 minutes left in the game. And majority of the points came from Harrison Barnes. I think if Isolo bites the bullet and actually decides to run a good lineup in the majority of the fourth quarter, not towards the end, not towards when you think it's going to be a close game. No, then and there, you need to bring in your best lineup so you can solidify this game and put it on ice. And if you're really concerned about the conditioning and all these things, do what you do throughout the game where you put guys out and then you bring it back in 2 minutes later. I saw that throughout the game, and I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. He notices something. He's like, all right, that rest is over. Got to come back. Why doesn't he do that in the fourth? I don't know. Why does he not do that? It's the same thing I've had with Taylor, same frustration I had with Taylor Jenkins, and it's frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating. I don't know what's next for this team. You need a ball handler, and we need better lineups. This team isn't bad. The team is not bad. I know I had my doubts in the past. This team is not bad. It is these poor rotations. We've seen it 2 games in a row, and now you're 0. Now you finish this road skid 0-4. Like, what can you even say? What can you even say? But that's enough on the game. I got nothing. But we're gonna end this on a positive note. We got an update from Isolo regarding the status of Ty Jerome. Now, I have the tweet pulled up right here from speaking when he spoke about Ty Jerome. Isolo says he's making progress and an update will be provided in the next coming days. So hopefully by the end of this week, hopefully that means we get somewhat of an update, a good update at that. I think by the time the update gets out, I think we potentially hear Ty Jerome maybe a few days to a week away from returning. And that's just if we get an update by Friday at the latest. That's what I think. I don't think he immediately comes back, but I definitely do think he is on the verge of making a comeback. So maybe a few days to a week, and then we'll see Ty Jerome really make their return. It's November 18th, so I'm looking at the Grizzlies' schedule right here. Let me pull it up exactly. So you got Kings. So you got Kings, Mavericks, Nuggets, and then Pelicans. I think there's a world where Jerome could potentially come back November 26th against the Pelicans, or he could come back that Friday when they play the Clippers. He could do that. So only time will tell. As we get an update, I'll bring that to y'all and we'll talk about it. But another frustrating day as a Grizzlies fan. Yeah, I can't wait to hear y'all thoughts on this. So make sure to comment on this video because that essentially wraps this one up. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified when the next video comes out. Yeah, I got nothing. Like, I'm checked out. I gotta be honest. I'm checked out. 4-11, and 2 of those games were easily winnable against pretty good teams. So that's all I got to say.